Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to Somaliland National Television English News Program. My name is Farhat Sheikh Habib and I'm here to update you with the latest top stories. Coming up, the main news headlines. Somaliland President continues visiting to eastern regions impacted by the drought. President of Somaliland sends a message of condolence to the people of Somaliland. Rushanara Ali MP raises urgent concerns over drought in Somaliland. Welcome back, and now for the main news in detail. The President of Somaliland, His Excellency Ahmed Mohamed Mahmoud Silanyo, accompanied by large delegation of cabinet ministers, presidency staff, leaders of Kulmiye Party and National Committee of Assisting Drought-Affected Communities arrived in Arigabo, the capital of Sanaag region. The delegation, who spent the last 4 days traveling all across most drought-affected areas in the eastern regions of Somaliland, have met with communities, intellectuals, and cultural leaders to discuss the extent of the communities affected by the drought and the possible approach, assistance, and resettlement that can be provided. The President was warmly received in Arigabo, and people waved signposts, Somaliland and Kulmiye flags to demonstrate their happiness to welcome the President to their city. Following the President's announcement of performing a prayer to ask Allah for a rain on the 24th November, the President and his delegation joined thousands of Arigabo citizens as they've performed the prayer. Prominent imams and politicians have spoken at the event and collectively stressed the importance of asking for forgiveness as the key for Allah's blessings. They have also urged communities to rely on one another and support those in need by providing water, food, and shelter to reflect the true Islamic spirit. The President, who at the conclusion addressed the public, has thanked them for their warm welcome. More importantly, the President thanked them for showing concern and interest in supporting their loved ones who were affected by the recurrent drought. Somaliland President, His Excellency Ahmed Mohamed Mahmoud Silanyo, has on his behalf and the government of Somaliland sent a message of condolence to the family, friends, and the people of Somaliland for the death of Ibrahim Nur Chair and Mohammed Jama' who passed away in Hargeisa. The Somaliland President, His Excellency Ahmed Mohamed Mahmoud Silanyo, sends his heartfelt condolence to the family, friends, and the people of Somaliland for the death of late Ibrahim Nur Chair and Mohammed Jama' Late Chair was instrumental in Somaliland's creation of its own independence. Somaliland President sends sincere condolence to the loss of these important persons in Somaliland history. The President has stated that they were patriotic men who loved their country and served with integrity. May Allah bless their soul in their final abode. Our thoughts and prayers are with them. And may Allah make patient with their family, friends, and the people of Somaliland. Somaliland Ambassador to UK Ali Adam Awale, who held a meeting with members of UK Parliament, have discussed on issues pertaining the prolonged drought situation that affected many parts of the country. after the Somaliland ambassador to UK informed the details of the difficult situation in Somaliland. The MPs Rushanara Ali said, "We must work to ensure that the people of Somaliland are not the victims once again of preventable deaths. Somaliland desperately need our help and we must answer their call," she further said. "I've been contacted by a number of Somaliland constituents who are all very worried and concerned for family members who have been hit by the drought. The Somaliland community in London has mobilized and has been fundraising from all sections of the local community. They have highlighted the need for me and the UK government to also lead in the humanitarian response for those affected by the severe drought." On the other hand, members of the parliament have promised to campaign for providing relief to drought victims, where Mrs. Rushanara Ali has organized the next day a press conference that she presented the difficulty of the drought situation in the country. Adadley, Sabawanag and Dar es Salaam district commissioners have on Thursday embarked on an assessment mission to the drought-stricken pastoralists in order to receive the first-hand information regarding how these areas were affected by the drought. Adadley, Dar es Salaam and Sabawanag district commissioners embarked on an assessment visit to some of the towns and other remote areas that were highly affected by the heavy drought, including Sabawanag, Adadley and Dar es Salaam and other severely affected areas of these districts. Water scarcity is the first problem in the entire affected areas of those districts. Almost all water points and shells have dried up because of the long time lack of rain. The mission of the visit was to assess the living condition of those residents living in the regions affected by the heavy drought in order to get aid agencies for assistance to these areas. A number of malnutrition cases were reported in the areas where the drought has stricken as far as the situation is concerned. Members of the district commissioners have showed their view regarding the situation on the ground, where they pled an urgent assistance from the government and other aid agencies. A well-coordinated effort is underway in Somaliland to assist people who are affected by the drought. Aid agencies and the government of Somaliland have pledged to do all they can to provide emergency relief to families that live in drought-hit areas. Somaliland government is also playing a tremendous role in assisting the drought-stricken families before there is a humanitarian catastrophe, where they've distributed food items to the people in those areas. That brings us to the end of our English news program on Somaliland National Television. From me and the rest of the team are leaving you. Until then, have a nice weekend.